Kelly, Rick, and Lewis, and I want to bring this up. We talked about apocalypse life yesterday in the 9 o'clock hour. We know Lewis will be doing the cooking, obviously, for his family.
Okay, let's not make it out like I only can cook. I don't want to be
No.
If we're in a zombie apocalypse survival squad, I don't want to be the designated cook.
I meant that in the most complimentary way.
Oh, okay.
Now, does Lauren cook?
To an extent. By the way,
I only asked because George Clooney, I just saw this. George Clooney said that he does all the cooking in his house. He said his wife, Amal, is an amazing woman. She's a great advocate of the world. She takes on ISIS and all these things, but he does the cooking or they will die. That was his quote. 1/3 of people think they will be among the last standing in an apocalypse. We had people texting in that are preppers. We had people texting in what they had, the land they had, and stuff. And then Lewis and I were getting grilled on whether we'd be allowed to join them, in the fight for survival in the apocalypse. And what was your skill that you offered up? And they said, "Okay, you're in."
I've hunted a couple of times in the past, and I'm somewhat mechanically inclined. I can fix a few things.
All right. I thought, didn't cooking come up?
Yeah, I can cook too.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah.
They were letting me in because I can fish and hunt.
I'm out, bro. I want to be I want to be first killed by a zombie or whatever's happening. I do not want to live in that world.
No?
I cannot survive under harsh conditions. I don't like it when the temperature is too hot or too cold. Like me not having access to Wi-Fi and air conditioning, and you might think I'm being ridiculous, but I'm not kidding. I don't want to live in a world without modern conveniences. So if we're in some kind of thing where we got to start over, we have to start planting and harvesting our own food, I'm out. I'm done. Let me go. Just let me go peacefully into that good night or whatever that
You were the person I
is.
inadvertently made fun of yesterday because I said this generation would be, oh my God. Can anyone else not get on Facebook right now?
I don't have TikTok to tell me what to do.
Yeah, I don't need TikTok or Facebook necessarily, but I do need air conditioning. I need a comfortable bed. I cannot live in fear. I can't live in constant fear that somebody's going to kill me. I cannot live that life.
Oh,
it's
well,
too stressful and unpleasant. So just let me go.
You were accepted.
No.
You were. They texted.
I refuse.
Well, they accepted you because you're funny.
No, I absolutely refuse the invitation. I thank you for the invitation, and I refuse it.
So
I am first off the cliff, bro. I am first off the cliff. I don't want to live in that world. I cannot express that strongly enough.
But hold on. You grew up in a time when there was no internet and not everybody had central air.
So
in
I
their
know
house.
how bad it can be.
She doesn't want to go back to that life, I guess is the point here.
Did you have a grandma's house that didn't have central air and it was like some of the most miserable summers you've ever spent?
I'm saying, man, I'm not going back to that. I've seen the good life, and I'm not giving it up.
Well, one of the things this survey asked people, number one, what food would you miss the most? I'm guessing for you it's a Dairy Queen ice cream cake.
Well, I've had to really rework my diet. So ice cream just makes me sick now.
True.
So I would say, I love pizza. I love tacos. Tacos.
We all said
Give me
pizza.
tacos.
Pizza was the number one answer.
Okay, where does tacos come in?
It didn't say.
Okay.
It just said pizza was
I
the
love a
number one
taco.
And it also asked, name the top teammate you would want on your apocalypse survival team. And the number one answer was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, I love The Rock. I think he's great. I love his movies.
He
I
seems
thought he was a
pretty
great
strong.
wrestler. Well, he's strong. But
You
need that.
can hide behind
But
him.
don't you think?
But you don't need that.
You need a person with big mass.
He's got that Hollywood life. Don't you think he's gotten a little soft when it comes to an
Here's
apocalypse?
The thing. He's a big dude. So, don't you think the zombies would be feasting on him for a while before they looked up at you?
I don't want him.
What if it's not zombies?
I don't want a 50-year-old. I don't want a 50-plus-year-old dude that all of his toughness is Hollywood toughness.
Right.
Okay, congratulations, dude. You have your own Iron Paradise gym that you lift in every day. That doesn't mean you have survival skills. And guess what? When the apocalypse happens, your $190 million in the bank doesn't mean anything to us.
Okay, so who do you want if it's not The Rock? Who do you want?
We talked about this yesterday.
Tell me.
I want Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls, good call.
Well, dude.
The Rock was picked over Superman.
Yeah. I don't need 265 pounds of Dwayne Johnson to help me survive a zombie apocalypse. I need Bear Grylls. You know why? Because that dude knows what plants I can eat that won't poison me. That dude knows how to make a shelter in the middle of nowhere when it's 5 below zero.
Right.
I need that guy on my team.
And I'll tell you right now, we have got some listeners who I would be fine. I was like, how do I get to your place? Because they got land and they've already got weapons and they've been prepping. And I'm like, yeah, if you're inviting, I'm there. These guys are ready. We got former military people out there that are ready. Now, one person that came up, and this is a Hollywood guy, but he's a Hollywood guy because he was the real deal before he was a Hollywood guy, and that is Chuck Norris. So he was on the list.
You know who I want? Dexter. Give me Dexter.
Dexter, all right.
You want a
MacGyver?
serial killer?
Bro, I want out.
I
want out, and I want somebody who's experienced enough that it's not going to be too painful.
Joe Fowler texted this in. We heard this yesterday as well. Ted Nugent.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Rock is 10th or 12th down on my list if he even makes the list.
MacGyver.
Yeah.
MacGyver made the list.
I don't need people trying to come, interrupt my peace.
Kelly, what if you could bring your family and all, your friends? We're all there, our families, and it was a comfortable place to live, and we were living, we were all doing our part. We're growing vegetables, and you still, no.
I mean, you're acting like it's going to be some kind of paradise.
Oh, I'm not calling it, no. I'm calling it survival here.
No, I don't want survival to be anywhere in the vocabulary of my, of my existence. I don't want there to be a survival component.
No, The Rock could be in our complex, and he would be like, you want The Rock to go out and hunt some deer or maybe, build a fire? I would, no, I want The Rock to, when we're all gathered around the fire at night, since we don't have TV, I want The Rock to cut old wrestling promos from back in the day to keep us entertained.
Okay,
that's what I want The Rock to do.
Jerry has a good point. Jerry says that The Rock requires way too many calories per day.
That's true, too.
That's a good one.
That's true, too.
As far as the top 10, there was not a single woman named. And I didn't understand that because, Elon Musk was 9th, but we decided that was based on his brains and his engineering and all of that. He would be probably a very good consultant. I don't know, as far as physically what he's going to do for us, but maybe just because of his intelligence.
What if you? I can't say it because I'm going to offend someone when I'm going to say it, but I'm so close to saying it because it hurts so bad not to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Why?
Because I can't be offensive before 7 a.m. It's too early.
Jeremy says if it's a zombie apocalypse, you're all safer with the zombies than me because you're all fodder at that point. So it's every man for himself. That reminds me. So Jeremy would be Kevin Bacon in a new movie I saw last night. Just when I'm ready to get rid of Netflix, something great comes along. It was called...
is this the Julia Roberts?
Yes, Leave the World Behind. It was Julia Roberts. Ethan Hawke is in it. Like I said, Kevin Bacon. And Marshala Ali?
Yeah.
Is his name?
He's the new Blade.
Dude. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, my gosh. It was great, man.
Was it?
Yeah. It was intense, and it's not a zombie apocalypse. This is I don't want to give any details because it's brand new. I don't want to spoil anything, but it isn't just not a zombie apocalypse, but it's an apocalypse, and this is the first one I've seen that was absolutely 100% realistic. Like this could happen any day, and you'd be like, yeah, I get it. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's really good. Leave the World Behind. It's on Netflix. So, okay.
You know what? I decided I did want to stick around since nobody's choosing women. I'm going to be in a troop of women, and we're going to kick all your butts. So there you go. I'm annoyed by that. Everybody thinks you're not going to choose a woman to be on your team. There's no value there. Now you've gotten me mad.
See, I wouldn't choose Ronda Rousey. So Larry said, "What about Ronda Rousey?" I wouldn't choose Ronda Rousey. if it's judo, maybe, but as soon as you get into standing strikes, she can't do that. So we're done.
Chris is already thinking about needing to repopulate. So he definitely wants women on his team.
Well, yeah, you need women there. I'm trying to think of a woman who I would think would be absolutely fantastic, and I'm trying to think of somebody that's not movie characters. I mean, just females in the real world that would
Tough
be
to come up with one, is it?
No, just for this particular skill
Well,
set. Because
Who
you don't.
then? You said it's not tough to come up with.
Well, no, just this particular skill set. We're talking about survivor skills.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, listen.
my luck, I'd get stuck with Megan Rapinoe on my squad.
I feel like she might not be a bad one to have on your squad.
No, she'd complain.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't want either of us then.
No, she'd be like, the squad wouldn't. You know, we live in a world that's just not. It's not all inclusive now because it's a zombie apocalypse, so we'd have a problem.
I want Fran Drescher at the front gate just laughing. She'll keep all the enemies away.
I'm just trying to think who would be a super tough. Like, give me a military, someone I know that's in the military. You know what? My friend Amanda, who lives in Florida now, I'd take her on my team because she's ex-military and she's like straight up combat fighter. She's badass. She'd beat up anybody in this room. Well, obviously, but I mean, I'd take her on my team in a heartbeat.
I want like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Wanda Sykes. I need people who are going to make me laugh because it's going to be a grim sitch.
Laura Croft.
She's not real though.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about characters.
Yeah.
Oh,
we're talking about
real women?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm trying to find somebody.
Well, Angelina Jolie might be just as tough.
No.
If we're taking characters, I want the dude from The Big Lebowski because we're going to sit around and drink White Russians and just wait for it all to end.
Jacob and Marion said he would give anything to see Kelly kick back, smoke a joint, and just vibe.
I'll drink a White Russian.
A White Russian.
Yeah.
Of
Kahlua
all the
and
drinks.
milk and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of all the drinks. That's, well,
I don't know. It's just the dude's drink. I don't know.
No, I
don't
know.
really.
No,
I'm
this
not
is
a
the Big
huge fan of Kahlua, but whatever. If that's what's around, I'll.
You know who I would take? I'd take Pink.
Okay.
Oh, the singer?
The singer Pink. Because
Okay.
Pink is ridiculously in shape. She's cardiovascular. She doesn't eat. She's not, you know what I mean? She's no nonsense. I'd take Pink.
Brian is all in for Martha Stewart.
What, to cook meals?
I don't know. Make clothes? I don't know. Mike from 7-Up wants Kelly Quinn on his team.
Yes.
Amish women, somebody texted in.
Yeah, I can see that.
The woman who won the Netflix show Alone. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it to know.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Charlize Theron, that's a good call.
All right. It's all pretty good stuff. Well, again, a third of us will survive, I guess, is what they believe anyway.
Whoever brought up Gal Gadot from Wonder Woman, she used to be in the Israeli military.
That's right.
Gal Gadot would be.
And look, yeah, we have U.S. women in our military, all over the military.
Right, that's what I'm trying.
They're all incredibly strong.
That's why I brought up my friend Amanda. That's who I would take.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there's women, definitely. Plus, we have to repopulate at some point.
That's why I took my friend Amanda. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm choosing all women over the age of 60 because none of us want anything to do with you guys.
all right. Here's Bad Flower on the Blitz. I'm done with this.
Like a jester.
Bad Flower on the Morning Blitz, 6:56 with Kelly, Rick, and Lewis. By the way, regarding women in the apocalypse, Chris says one he definitely wants there is Taylor Swift. Yep, he said he wants Taylor Swift there so that he can feed her to the zombies.
That's just rude.
That is kind of harsh.
But the old
funny.
lady squad that I'm assembling, we're taking Taylor Swift. She's going to be she'll be our mascot.
For millions of dollars, don't do anything in the apocalypse.